Hey everyone, Tyler Smith with Sly Bald Guys, and I'm here pretty excited to review the new HeadBlade. If you've been paying attention to some of HeadBlade's social network posts recently, you've heard them mention a moto. Well, I'm here to review a prototype version of that moto, and here it is. You can see here it's very similar looking to the ATX, but much different in a few different ways. Here, there's a trackball now instead of wheels. This actually moves in all 360-degree directions, whether you're going sideways, up and down. It provides a lot of great stability, kind of like the original Sport did, but now with the ball to glide a lot smoother on top of your head. Like the ATX, it's more of a pulling motion here. You'll see I have the 6 blade on for the review purposes. On the front there it has Moto. Again, this is prototype, so not sure how the production version is going to look completely. But one thing you'll see here is now it swivels. So what happened was, for me, when I used the ATX, which was something I love to use, when I pull, I have these little kind of like grooves in my head, and the ATX didn't always get them perfectly, so I'd have to go through. But I can honestly say I've been using this for a little over a month now, and by swiveling, it gets in those grooves much easier. And then you have, here's like the 4 and 6 blade, have that suspension on it. Still has some suspension there. And you can also use really any HeadBlade blade with this, with a new moto. I've been using everything from the 6 all the way to HeadBlade 3s. I've even tried some of the Atra blades by Gillette, some of the sensor blades, really trying out all the different combinations. So regardless of which blade you like, you can easily use it with the moto, which is something that's really cool. You'll see it fits very similar to the ATX. According to HeadBlade, I've spoken to Todd recently. They've, I think in the prototype, there's going to be a little different stuff with the finger hole there, maybe tightening it up for some of the folks out there. But I actually don't use too much of the finger hole. I barely get my fingers through and use it in a couple different modes like that. I have to say I'm pretty stoked about this. It's I usually use the heavier S4 version of the ATX because of the weight, and even without the weight, this is giving me a much better shave even than the ATX. And I've been using the HeadBlade all the way since the original Sport version, and then now down all the way to here to the Moto. Again, I have to say this is by far my favorite of the HeadBlade. I think there's going to be it's going to be released here pretty soon for sale. There is a website. I'll put that website down in the comments that you can learn. I think it's headblade.com/moto. There's also some discussions already taking place on slyballguys.com forum. I'll post a link to that somewhere in the cards up here, so check that out. Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're doing a ton of reviews now. We'll be doing a ton of advice videos, a ton of reviews. But also make sure you run out and check the HeadBlade Moto. Whether you're a fan of the Sport or a fan of the ATX or a fan of the original, I think the Moto, especially with a trackball here, is going to be something you're going to enjoy. You can see this version has the cool HeadBlade logo on the back side there, or the front side, depending on how you, I guess, call that. But yeah, so there's I think we'll be the first to have the HeadBlade Moto review out. Again, this is the prototype version. I'm sure we'll be getting a production version here pretty soon. I'll throw up a video around the production, just talk about if there's any advantages that I see, or kind of what's different than maybe what I reviewed here. But definitely check it out. Learn about the Moto. Come to Sly Bald Guys forum. Hear the discussions about it as people are getting it into their hands. And then definitely subscribe to our channel. And thank you for all the support. We love you guys. Spread the word as well. Take care.